At the bottom of all of what we're doing, I think, in Innisfree and with Genesis, there's a foundation. There's a platform upon which we build. And that platform, I think, is, 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 is the notion that there are things, there are things in the world like virtues and values and principles and things like that, spiritual things. And that number one, it's okay to acknowledge, and it's okay to name these things. It's okay to name love. It's okay to name loyalty. It's okay to name truthfulness. It's okay to name honesty. It's okay to name forgiveness and all of these kinds of things as necessary and embraced principles and things that we want to integrate into our workspace, integrate into our lives, integrate into our behaviors and relationships with each other. So that's the foundation, that these things exist, that they're valuable, that we consciously and purposefully acknowledge that the workplace, in addition to the church, in addition to home, in addition to the state legislature or whatever, that the workplace is also a place where virtues and values and principles need to exist. They need to be thoughtfully put in place. They need to be consistently utilized, etc., etc. With that foundation, then we simply ask ourselves, what virtues and what qualities and what principles do we want to consciously and thoughtfully set before ourselves? And what do we want to do to encourage ourselves to deeply embrace and incorporate these principles that we set before ourselves in the workplace? How will we support those principles? How will we communicate them? What happens when those principles are not being observed and when they are misused, etc.? And shall we talk about these things? Shall we nail them up on the wall? What shall we do with them? Shall we have them in the first place? How much value will we put to them? Will we consistently live them out, or will we simply talk them out? All of these are issues and questions, and what this tool does is simply say to us, there should be time and there should be places and there should be attention given to the establishment of principles and values, and there should be the creation of ways that we will communicate these and evaluate ourselves and call ourselves to task and reward ourselves when we are excelling at living out principles that are consistent with what we want to be as human beings and what we want this organization to be.